Hello, my Fire Ray friends. Welcome to another Fire Ray Fun stream. I'm your host, the Infernoman here, and hopefully you're having a wonderful day wherever you are at. So, a little bit different than normal this week. We usually stream on Wednesdays and Fridays, but I had a little bit of free time today, so we're going to do a little bit of shuffling with the schedule. So, without further ado, let's just jump into what exactly we are going to be playing today. So, those of you out there that voted, of course, across, hold on one second, where are we at? There we are, awesome. Okay, so as I was mentioning earlier, there are quite a few of you that I reached out to try to ask for seeing what you all want to see, because I wanted to build around the latest Elspeth, which is extremely broken, by the way. But the fact that all of you actually voted on, and it was kind of close to, actually people wanted to see a standard mono white tokens deck built around Elspeth. So we had to do a little bit of tweaking for this one because actually I was honestly gonna have this planned for Explorer, but a lot of you wanted to see standard, so that's where we're at today. So without further ado, join me today in the Explorer format because it's now to join up with Elspeth's army. But seriously, this card is extremely powerful, even at budget level. Although I will kind of mention right now the budget is a little clunky because Elspeth herself is, I think she's a $45 Planeswalker card, which is insane right now. So I tried to trim this down as much as I could to keep it budget, but still balanced to still be a powerful, competent deck in the standard format. But before I explain more of that, for those of you who are new to the channel and you are interested in figuring out how this all works, here's what we do. We're going to do an in-depth deck tech for this deck right here and right now. We'll go over the basic stats of the deck. We'll talk about every single card. We'll go over the sideboard. We'll then play as many matches as possible in best of 1 and also in best of 3. And then if you are interested and maybe you do want to spend an insane amount of rares and mythics, I will show you how you can make this deck even more powerful than it currently is with a couple of upgrades later into the stream. But let's start with the stats as I mentioned earlier. So, longtime viewers of the channel know how we do this. We have to talk about the stats of the deck before we dive right in. So, Elspeth's army here is going to be a mono white deck that is going to have an average mana curve of about 3.2. The deck is literally going to be a control deck because we only have 5 creatures in the main deck with 4 instants, 14 sorceries, 4 artifacts, 11 enchantments, 3 planeswalkers, and 24 lands. Now, for those of you who might have seen variations of this, again, I'm going to emphasize this one more time. This is going to be the cheapest version that I think strikes a decent balance between only using a combination of 12 rares and mythics. And of course, we're going to be utilizing whatever we were able to muster together to still maintain a control deck with this. It's actually pretty powerful, even at cheap level. Although in paper, I think it's still like, I think it's $180. So I don't know if I would recommend this if you really want to play this in actual paper. I mean, I will leave those links, of course, in the details after this stream is done. But until then, let's kind of go over the deck right now. So starting in the 1-drop slot, we'll have some of our removal here with Lay Down Arms. You exile a creature card with a mana value of less than or equal to the number of planes we control. Then we gain they gain 3 life. So early game removal can be good at any point in the game, so it scales it pretty well. We will have to give our opponent some life, but that honestly doesn't make a big difference for our deck. Now, in terms of also providing a little bit more support for us, we'll also have Carrot Cake here. It creates for us one of our cute little bunny tokens right here, and also it will allow us to scry 1. If we could sacrifice this food artifact, Carrot Cake can gain us 3 life, and it'll trickle, again, its ability. Oh, Stickman Jake, thanks again for joining us, my fire friend. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. You're just in time to see the deck tech for today. All right, and then for some removal here, we have Ossification. Pretty solid removal for us. We just put it onto one of our basic planes, and then we can exile a creature or planeswalker in opponent control. So good for us at any point in the game as well. We will now start building up a ton of tokens with our next couple of cards. We will have Hop to it here. It's going to be, again, we're going to be building up a couple extra rabbits here. So we're going to throw those out there, and we'll create 3 1/1 right rabbit creature tokens. Also, in the 3-drop slot, one of our set rare slots is going to be Enduring Innocence here. So this enchantment Sheep Glimmer here has lifelink. Anytime we have 1 or more creatures that enters with power 2 or less, will allow us to draw a card. Granted, we can only do this once each turn, which is a little bit of a shame, but I understand it doesn't want to be too broken. But of course, even if this creature dies, it comes back as an enchantment anyway, so it's very hard to get rid of this card, at least at any given point in the game. So solid for us to help just churn through our deck. It's one of our engine pieces. We're also going to use a little bit of extra removal here, so we'll have Seal from Existence. So it has Ward 3, so that means it's a very hard enchantment to get rid of. So hopefully this will be able to lock out anything that we just don't want to deal with. So any non-land permanent until it leaves the battlefield. In the 4-drop slot, we will have a full set of Wraths, so we're going to be utilizing Day of Judgment. It came from the Foundation set, so this will destroy all creatures. Granted, we will lose some of our tokens in the process, but in some instances, that is going to be a small price to pay considering what we may have to deal with. A new card that came to us from Tarkir Dragonstorm is going to be Rally the Monastery. So we'll talk about this briefly for a moment here. It's a 4-mana enchantment, and it says this spell will cast 2 less to cast if you casted another spell this turn. So if this actually goes second, it'll only cost you 2 mana. And then you could choose one of its abilities. We could either make 2 1/1 monk creature tokens with prowess, and the prowess ability allows us to then make it bigger and bigger until end of turn anytime we cast a non-creature spell. So those will be great tokens for us to kind of do some chump blocking and also some interesting combat tricks depending on how the board state looks. Or you can choose to give up to 2 target creatures we control +2/+2 until end of turn. And then finally, we can also choose instead destroy target creature with the power 4 or greater. So this will be great for us for, again, scaling up whatever we need in the gameplay. Whenever we play as the match goes on. Now, in the 5-drop slot, this is again where the real magic begins. We're going to now talk about the highlight and key star of the whole deck. However, we do want to still maintain a budget, so this is why we can only afford 3 for now, but hopefully we'll explain a little bit more of how you can afford another one later on. Elspeth Stormslayer here. It's going to be a 5-mana legendary planeswalker, and it says if 1 or more tokens will be created under your control, twice that many tokens are created instead. So if you already haven't figured it out, this gets insanely powerful again as we keep getting more and more of our tokens out. So maybe our rabbits, our monks, the hop to-its will then double up. Carrot Cake will give us even more to work with here. You get the idea. Once we could at least start triggering this off with its +1 ability as well, we can also make some soldier creature tokens. Its 0 ability allows us to put +1/+1 counters on each creature we control, and they all gain flying until end of turn, so that can be a great finisher for our deck. If we -3, we can destroy target creature an opponent controls with a mana value of 3 or greater. So this will be great for us at any given point in the game. Even if we can just get a couple tokens off of this, this is extremely very valuable. It's literally just an army in a can. Now, we'll kind of circle back to this in just a second here, but real quick, I just want to also go over our other final high-end card here. 7-mana Avatar Horror, Overlord of the Mistmoors. You can actually do the impending ability, so that means it'll come down as an enchantment, and it will tick down with some of the the time counters on it. There we go. And then as it does, we can also gain a couple of 2/1 flying insects. Once they have all the counters off, it would swing with it. It'll create for us more insect creature tokens. So great for us, again, to create more tokens for our whole game plan here. We can only afford 1 in the deck because, again, this is budget, and I want to try to maintain as cheap of a budget as possible. However, if any of our enchantments, our creatures, or planeswalkers do end up dying, we will then have repair and recharge here. So this 5-mana sorcery allows us to bring back any of those cards from our graveyard to the battlefield and create a Power Stone token off of that. Now, we don't really care too much about the Power Stone token, although it can trigger for other certain things a little bit later on, which I'll talk about at a later point in the gameplay. Now, as far as the mana base is concerned, this is going to be as cheap as possible, so it's only going to be 24 planes straight out. No muss, no fuss. We'll definitely have chances to upgrade this later on into the stream. As far as the sideboard is concerned, depending on, again, what you want to throw at your opponent with however the board state looks, this is what you want to have. Elspeth's Smite here can be a little bit more faster instant speed removal for attacking and blocking creatures, and also will exile those creatures, so this is great against mice, by the way. For Graveyard Hate, we'll have Soul Guide Lantern here. For Artifact Enchantment Hate, or even creatures with the power of 4 or greater, we'll use Exercise here, so we have several copies of that. A single copy of Requisition Weight, so this also can be good. It's slower than Exercise as an Artifact or Enchantment Hate, but if you need to just blow up everything a little bit faster, you can actually hit the spree mechanic and do it at the same time, or you can put +1/+1 counters on all of our creatures. So this can be an Anthem effect or just a flexible type of card for us either way. If we need to protect our board state from maybe our enemy rats, we also will bring in Make a Stand here. Gives all of our creatures an extra +1 pump and also indestructible until end of turn. And then finally, to round out our whole package here, an extra couple copies of Seal from Existence if we need more catch-all removal, just whatever our opponent may throw at us. But otherwise, that is the whole deck for you, everybody. So, can this version that is super cheap manage to pull off a couple wins in the standard formats? Well, there's only one way to find out. So let's take this into the standard format and let's see how well the deck is gonna do. But again, as I mentioned, we will of course cover the upgraded version a little bit later into the stream. All right, so here we go. Feeling pretty good about this one. This one definitely is gonna feel a bit more competitive compared to some of the other decks we have out there. So I'm feeling pretty good about this one. Let's see. All right, first match, everybody. Here we go.
It's time to do.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So let's see what we got here. So we have our Wrath, which just can be good for us. Seal from Existence, lay down arms. So we have our spot removal, and we can make some tokens a little bit later on. Looks a little slow, but we can control the board very easily with this build. All right, opponent. What you got? Show me what you got. Swamp. Duress. All right. Okay, so that means we're going to be losing one of our key pieces here we may need. Literally anything that they have that's a duress will kind of screw us over here. They got rid of the lay down arms. That's fine. We did get a carrot cake, so that can set us up for our next turn. We'll make our first token, and we get to scry one. Okay. We will... Do we want the extra land for now? I guess we'll keep it just in case. All right, opponents. What else we got? Another swamp. Rot Curse. Ooh, interesting. Well, we did play with this card earlier this week, so we'll see how that goes. Get a free hit in. Okay. So does that mean they're going to put down the Annex? Is this basically our strategies? Oh, okay, so it is. So in order for this to work, our opponent will have to hold on to the Rashka. But we have ways of getting around stuff here. Ooh, okay. Here we go. Elspeth is there on top. All right, we'll keep her for sure. We'll definitely keep her. All right, we'll draw a card. They do ping us for a bit, so a little annoying, but that's perfectly fine. Seal from existence. Sorry, opponent. No card draw for you. We swing. Down to 19. Thankfully, also to the ward ability, our opponent, I seriously doubt will get rid of this, so that'll be perfect for us for now. Ooh, Bloodletter. Okay. Okay, so this is going to really hurt for a second here. Ouch. Okay. Decayed. So here's how we do this. Let's see here. Should we put down Elspeth now? I think this might be the turn. Okay, well we did come for Elspeth, so... Bloodletter down. That means that Elspeth is weak for a little bit here, but that's okay. If our opponent has removal, so be it. What do you got, opponents? What do you got? Sneaking away here. Has anybody else played Elspeth so far? If so, let me know in the comments below. What are your thoughts on her? Has she been a powerful card for you? Has it been working to your advantage? Do you feel like it's underpowered? I seriously doubt it's underpowered, though, by the way. Okay. Here's how we do this. Make some tokens. All right, the token army is online. Lay down arms. Rally. So this is, again, where this card comes in great here. Look at this. 4 tokens. There we go. Down to 19. Okay. Army in a can, everybody. Can our opponent beat this? Because we will go very, very big here very quickly. What do you got, opponents? You could destroy Elspeth, but that means we have right now 4, 5, 6. So we have 7 damage right now coming at them. Even if the Rot Curse does its thing, it's not going to take out all the tokens. Ooh, okay. So our opponent does do their thing here, so... In the meantime, I think we'll just kind of keep building up our army of tokens. Draw another card. Okay. Out of planes. That's cool. Down to 15. I think, let's see. So if we pump up everything next turn, that should be enough to beat down our opponents if they have anything else. They could blow up the Enduring Innocence, but we don't really care about that. We're just trying to see right now if we can just overwhelm our opponent right here, because we got... Elspeth's army has been established. Go for the throw. All right. That's fine. That's okay. Because it still comes back. Archmage with the dross. Scary, but not enough for us. So here's how we do this. All right. This is it, everybody. Victory is here. Pump. Get the second one off. Yes. Big pump right here. Keep the new one. Pump again. Big swing. Elspeth's army, everybody. There you go. I'm sorry. Demons just don't have enough against this army of tokens. And there you go. That's how you do it, everybody. Smashing our way through like it's no big deal. All right. Woo! Wow. Elspeth is extremely powerful. I mean, no surprise there, but yeah, feeling good about the card. Even on a budget, she was great. Although I do feel kind of bad because literally our last stream was a mono black demon deck and we made that one look extremely bad. Seriously though, I did enjoy last one, but man, I really do like what this deck is doing already. First win. Let's see if we can keep the good times rolling. So let's reload it up right here. Drink a little bit of water off the side. All right, and let's jump right back into this. All right, so let's see what we got. We got our lay down arms. So again, we got removal, carrot cake, enduring innocence. Okay. We got our engine piece. We got plenty of removal. It's actually been a while since I played a control deck, so this is actually going to be something fun for us. Oh, Heartfire Hero. All right, well, we're prepared for that. All of our exiling stuff. I love this. So, question for everybody out there. What are you playing with right now? Has anybody out there got a deck idea or something that you've been enjoying from Tarkir Dragonstorm? Maybe you have something spicy and new, or maybe you're just kind of working on something else coming up. Okay, so we got another Elspeth, but we already have one in hand, so let's just keep fixing what we need. Opponents? What else you got? Okay, nothing? Alright. Our rabbit token does survive. If our opponent has any more removal... Any creatures? Oh, no creatures. Okay, that's fine. So in that case, free Enduring Innocence here. Unless if they're packing main deck removal for Enduring Innocence, it's pretty much going to stick around for the remainder of the game now. All right, down to 22. Take that, opponent. Okay, opponent, what else you got? 4 cards in hand. Nothing so far. Okay, that's fine. So in that case, let's do it this way. Overlord basically coming in for free. Our best matchup right now does feel like it's going to be a red deck. All right, opponents. They're looking at our board. Are they going to hit something? Opponent's thinking. Okay. Make our insects. Which does mean Enduring Innocence will trigger off here. There we go. Got another land. That's great. Okay. We're in a good spot right now. Very good spot. Our opponent's got so much stuff, but they are Boros, so are they... They had a mouse, but I don't know what they're trying to play here. Is it Boros mice? Or maybe they just don't want to play anything. Oh, wow. Our opponent just didn't want to continue. Okay. Yay. Victory again. Not an exciting match there, but... If your opponent doesn't have answers, then this deck will go off. It will go off. But yeah. Otherwise, other random question out there. Has anybody seen what Wizards put up earlier today? There was some very interesting news about our Universes Beyond sets that are coming out later this year. For those that don't know, I think I'll probably make a quick little YouTube short about this. Maybe a small video later in the week. Apparently... What's going to happen is, for the Universes Beyond sets that are Marvel-related, we will not be getting those for Arena. So, the reason being is, I would assume it's probably because the awkward licensing that Disney, Marvel have with Marvel Snap, the other digital card game. I'm pretty sure they just did not want the overlap with this and Magic. Kind of a shame if you think about it. Hasbro has the money. Disney, also, of course, I'm sure will be more than happy to negotiate if they actually do so. Anybody have any thoughts on that one? Let me know what your thoughts overall on that. Don't get me wrong, I'm not really a fan of Spider-Man coming into Magic, but if you're gonna announce it for the game and you don't want to, and you're unable to support it digitally, well, what's the point? I mean, it kind of now means that we're gonna have to do... Wait, hold on a second. Our opponent is Slickhot Show Off. Okay. We are going to be at a weird point where we're going to have to now have universes within cards, which means, I mean, it'll be hilarious to kind of get, like, not Spider-Man cards. I don't know. What are we getting from that? I don't know. Human Arachnid? The human spider? That's like the, I guess that's just how you want to advertise it, if you will. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to look. It's going to probably be really awkward once we get to that set in, what, September? I don't know how that's going to look now. The good news, though, is, and I mean, take it how you will, good news or bad news, we will get the Avatar set, and we will get the Final Fantasy set for sure on Arena. So that's good news, at least in that sense. So I'm happy for that. Okay, so here's how we do this. Ossification. We get rid of Slickshot Show Off. And this allows us to play Rally the Monastery, making some monks. We get to draw a card off of that. That's good. Okay. So, trying to keep the board under control because that Edict Memory is annoying. But it is doable to get around it. All we just need to do is just lock it out with Seal from Existence. And we should be fine. Okay. Storm Chaser's Talent also is going to be annoying. That's okay. We can get around these things. Opponent will swing. Okay, we can't block just yet. Okay. Got a Plains. That's good. So, Sealed from Existence. Does trigger Prowess. That's good for us. Pump, pump. So I cannot allow the prof to start generating power for our opponent's stuff. So let's see. Well, this town ain't big enough. Of course they have that. So they bounce everything away. That's fine for now. We can still put pressure on our opponent here. Make a token. We get to... Okay, we'll put that to the bottom. We have enough lands now. Okay, draw another card. Okay, another Plains. Not ideal, but it works. Down to 14. So, we're still in this fight. Storm Chaser's Talent. I'm going to set the board. At some point, though, don't worry. We will plan out right now. I have an idea for the Prowess deck. I just don't know how I want to build that. But there are definitely going to be some cards that actually look pretty good for a Jeskai Spells build. But we'll, of course, talk a little bit more about that later on today. Opponent's still drawing their cards. And they are doing their thing. Annoying. But so we're going to have to block here. Jump block 1. Down to 8. Okay. So, okay. Okay, here we go. We got Elspeth, which is great. That is what we want. So, let's see. We will make some tokens. Draw a card. We literally have all the Wraths in hand now, which is interesting, but let's see if those Wraths will be helpful. We might have to Wrath the board. I honestly don't want to, but we might have to just to keep everything clean. Alright, Prophecy. Prophecy's coming in again. Number 2. Wait, are these legendary? So that means that they can only have 1. Okay, that's right. Okay, opponent draws a card. So we can chump block at least for a little while. We will have to buy ourselves time. As much time as we can, at least. Okay. What do you got, opponents? What do you got? Still thinking. Torch Tower. That means we lose a token. Oh, actually they go after Elspeth. Oh. Crash through. Interesting. That does give me an idea for how I want to shape the deck in the future. Opt. Okay. They're drawn. Ugh. Not good. Ooh. This is really going to hurt, isn't it? Okay. I don't think we win this one, because even if I block here, I forgot they have trample, so... Dang. Okay. Well, opponent got us this time. This is unfortunate, but it is what it is. That 8 town is big enough for the both of us. Kind of messed us up there a little bit. Still stuck, unfortunately, in the hell that is Platinum 4. Just can't get out of that. But maybe today will be the day. We'll see. We'll see it all. Alright. We're just going to keep the good times rolling. We're going to see how many we can get done. As much as possible. Just to get a good feel for how this deck is. I do like it. Even though I'm not really a control player. What is your favorite deck out there, everybody? Let me know again also in the comments. Are you a aggro player, combo, mid-range, control player? Meantime, okay, what do we got? Okay, so this is a really slow hand here. I'm not sure if I want to keep this though. We'll mulligan. Okay, this is a little better. Okay, we can work with this one. So with this, I think we'll put back the Rally the Monastery. This will allow us to still cast everything we need. All right, opponents, bring it on. Ooh, Monastery's for Sphere again. Okay. So this is aggro again. Let's see. Let's go ahead. Let's fix ourselves up. We need removal. That's what we need right now. At the very least, though, Enduring Innocence can help us at least draw into more action. We'll see. Come on, opponents. What you got? Okay. Converge land. Alright, so are they again another Spell Slinger deck? Guess we'll see here. Not gonna swing. Predictable. No blocks yet. We'll already gain this life. That's not the problem. Monstrous Rage. Of course. That's right there. Super predictable at this point. Wow, we have all the Enduring Innocence right now. But I guess we're going to have to start chump blocking with them. No attacks yet. In case if they have anything else. Okay. What else you got, opponent? A Braid. Huh. Okay, well, I mean, that is choice. Storm Chaser's talent. Okay, here comes the Otter token. They probably will swing. Okay. We chump block with our Enduring Innocence. So we take damage, but we'll get a little bit of it back. Back up to 12. Ooh, hop to it is not bad. But first, let's put down another Enduring Innocence. So draw another card. Okay, Repair and Recharge, not the best, but we can work with that. Alright, what else you got, opponents? Man, we need lands right now. I mean, we have 24 lands in the deck, so I don't know where they're at. The Enduring Innocence alone should help us draw what we need. Ooh, getting Bolt Wave here. Ooh, down to 9. They swing. Okay, so chump block the Otter. Monster Swift Spear, just to soften the blow as much as possible. So knock out the Otter token, which is good. Carrot Cake, okay. Not getting our lands here really, really hurts us. Okay, so here's how we do this. Carrot Cake. Okay, we do get the land. That is good. We draw 2. Okay, got the Overlord. That's fine. That'll be good for later. We pass here. Okay, 2 cards in hand, opponents. 1 card. Is that last card a spell? If it's not, we have a shot. Ooh, level 2. So that means they bring back Bolt Wave? Monstrous Rage, of course. Alright. I don't think we survive this then. Because... ouch. Okay. Down to 3. They swing. Alright. Sacrifice the Carrot Cake. We gain some life back. We also get to draw 2 cards off of this. That's another land, which is good. Okay. Wait, did I do the math correctly on this? Okay. We gain life. Chump block here. That takes us down to what? 5? Or, I'm sorry. We go down to 1. Okay. Ugh. Okay. So, let's see. Is there a way out of this at all? I think the flying tokens. Gain some card draw. Well, there's our Day of Judgment, but it's a little too late there, unfortunately. Okay, so no attacks. And we throw away a Plains, but we still lose. Because even so, they can still push through damage. They have what they need there, so. Such a shame. Well, we're getting hit by aggro decks pretty hard here. I mean, we have plenty of removal. So I don't think the issue is that. We're just not drawing to what we need to stop our opponent here. If we can get to that removal, most of these decks kind of fold very quickly. That's okay. That's okay. It's one thing that we need to learn about, like, when it comes to playing the game. It just happens sometimes. You get some great matches, and then sometimes you fizzle out. Dang. Get screwed over here. Come on, Arena. Don't screw me that hard. Okay, so it looks like this time is better. So we have some, at least, spot removal for the early part of the game. We actually have a Wrath. Okay, this looks much better than before. Don't mess with me again, Arena. I am trying to put on a decent show here, everybody. I swear, though, the deck does actually work better than it may seem. Okay. We got Collector's Vault, so they're going to start doing some shenanigans there. Okay, Plains. During the card draw action. Collector's Vault number 2. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, now we have too much stuff going on because now I have to start throwing away things, which is... this is awkward. Okay, so what do we throw away? I don't like to throw away cards, but we don't have a choice here. We need... Let's throw away Elspeth for now. It's going to be a while before we get to her. We can use the Repair and Recharge to get her back. That's fine. Legion Archive. Ooh, they're ramping. Opponent is ramping here. Are they going to for the Ugin? What are they doing? What is your game plan, opponents? We're getting now all of the removal and they don't have a single creature. Well, this is really awkward, by the way. Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to throw down the laydown arms because we can't do anything with that. Ugh, come on, deck. Where's my lands? Give me a land. I need a land here in order for us to survive. Opponent is drawing cards, making us look like a fool right now. Okay. Okay. Not gonna feel good. Not being salty. Okay, we got at least a land, but it might be too little too late, but let's try. Seal from existence. Do they have an answer? Okay, Hedron Archive's got to go, so it slows them down just a little bit. I guess it's something. Not the most glamorous thing, but okay. You take what you can get. Sometimes you get literally the cards dealt to you. Enigma Jewel, okay. So is it some kind of artifact deck? Authority of the Consuls. Okay. I mean, we don't really have any actual hard creatures per se, but we will, of course, have some tokens that are going to get slowed down because of authority, but that's okay. Making the treasures. What is our opponent trying to get to here? Any guesses, anybody? What y'all think? Is there a way out of this? We're slowly trying to get back to Elspeth here, because we got the repair and recharge. That's fine. I just am curious. A little scared what they're going to do right here. What do you got, opponents? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, they have all the mana in the world right now. Feeling a little shaky here. Okay, so it is Ugin. Dang. All right, so that means Ugin's coming down. They do not hit the Seal from existence, so it does technically kind of still safe. They gain some life, draw a card. So, thankfully, though, we do have an ossification, so that's not what we worry about. We're just trying to just get on board here. Okay, so it's a good thing we kept the ossification for us to be completely screwed right here. I ideally would like our opponent to tap out completely, but they have not, so... Okay, let us make our monks. Opponent will gain life, but that's okay. We got to work with that. Opponent? Hello? Hello? Opponent? I'd like to cast my card right now. Come on! Oh, jeez. Okay. Opponent really wants us to play this the hard way. So, okay. So with that, let us stick man Jake. Fun decks to fight against tonight. Yeah, I mean, at least we're getting a variety. But of course, I'm not surprised that we're gonna face what we. I mean, right now, what is standard? It's mostly gonna be mice, aggro decks, and I guess people are ramping to Ugin, which is fine. Our deck can handle what's in the format. We just need to actually draw into the action we do need. Thankfully, though, we do have lots of answers across the board. So mono white does cover a lot of things. Okay, opponent is doing their Monument to Endurance. I love this card, by the way. I'm so glad I cracked one in one of the Ether Drift packs. I just have no idea what deck I want to put that into. Okay, so let's repair and recharge. Getting back Elspeth. At least I hope so. Assuming our opponent doesn't have a counterspell. But I would not be surprised. Out of the 4 cards they have... Yeah, there it is. Boo! Ah! I just want something on board. Come on, opponents. Show me some love here. Okay, okay. We still have another repair and recharge, so it's not like we're completely screwed just yet. Okay, Ugin again. Joy. Alright. Opponent really wants us to play this the hard way. Man. Thankfully we have enough lands, but we just need... Okay, our opponent actually is going to get the seal from existence. Okay. That's awkward because we technically can bring it back. Wait, no, we can't. Never mind. I forgot. We can't because they exiled it. MTG Hillbilly, howdy. Hello, my fiery friend. Welcome for joining. Hopefully, again, you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. You're just in time to see us kind of get a little wrecked here by Ugin. Absolutely destroyed, but we're trying to see if we can get back on in this fight with Elspeth here, but man, our opponents and our deck are not cooperating, by the way. But okay, we're going to keep trying. This is going to be a grindy one. Maybe we have a shot. Or not. Okay, so I guess we'll repair and recharge again. Elspeth. So this time, we do get her. Start making some tokens. Our opponent will gain some life, but that's okay. All we just got to do is we just need to keep Ugins off of the field. But unfortunately now, man, our opponent's just going to blow up everything, aren't they? All right. I don't want to have to cut it early, but I'm worried that we may not survive this, because if our opponent's just going to keep playing colorless artifacts and Day of Judgments, yay. Okay. I'm going to have to give it at least 1 or 2 more turns. Once Ugin gets to that minus 11, we're going to be completely screwed over here, and there's not much we can really do to survive it. Okay. Life gain. Draw card. Come on. Tap out. Tap out. I'm going to fall asleep at this point. No, literally, I could probably just fall asleep if our opponent's just going to play Solitaire. Okay. Alright. You done, opponents? Yeah, Ugin is hard to beat. He's not impossible, but now we're just flooding out here. Okay. I just can't. I honestly don't want to suffer through this, so I'll just take the L for now. Man, we just cannot get out of Platinum 4. I've been trying so hard. Even off a stream, I've been trying with all kinds of decks. Meta decks, I get screwed. Sometimes, you know, it just feels like, wow, it's just not working. But okay, here's how we're going to do this. We're going to do another best of 1, and then we're just going to jump to best of 3 with this budget version of the deck. I know. I said budget, but the deck is technically $180. Not that I'm saying you need to pay $180 to play with Elspeth, but it does feel that way because she's so expensive. Still, it's cheap-ish on Marina, right? I mean, 12 rares and a combination of mythics isn't that expensive for a deck, am I right? Okay. Any case, enough of me rambling. Let me see if we can try to at least get 1 more win here. We're going to try again. Okay. Plains. Opponent plays an Evolving Wilds. Okay. Maybe they're a little less powerful than we think. Conduit Pylons. Okay. Chart a course. So what do you got, opponents? Throw away a card. This gives us at least an idea. Oh. Okay, so our opponent is going to play the Omniscience shenanigans here. I've seen this combo before. They're going to try to bring it back with that, I forgot what it was. It's a specific card that cheats it out as like an aura creature. Okay, so we got the Seal from Existence. That may help us out here. It's going to be kind of hard because we don't have instant speed removal for Omniscience. At least not in the main deck. Alright, Archaeologist. MTG Hillbilly. One of my viewers gave me a mill deck that mills almost infinite once it gets going. Oh, that sounds hilarious. Not the biggest fan of mill, but that sounds kind of fun still. I would be curious to see what it looks like. Okay, so, Enduring Innocence. So at least now we have our engine online. We just need to get around their combos that they're going to do in a bit. Thankfully, again, we do have spot removal that can deal with things that they're going to throw at us. Okay, so here's how we do this here. So Carrot Cake. I might have to do Rally the Monastery now, just to get the value. Okay. We'll draw a card. We have enough lands. Okay, so we got the Repair Recharge, okay. And Rally the Monastery. MTG Hillbilly, not to brag, but the deck is 70% win rate. Wow. 70%? That's crazy. That's really good. I'm kind of curious to see what the deck list would be then. Just out of curiosity. Oh, okay. Opponent bounces back hard during Innocence. I mean, that's annoying, but it's not the worst. So they block. No damage. It's fine. Okay, so if they have tempo plays. Okay, so there it is. It's Abuelo's Awakening, so that's the combo, everybody. For those that haven't seen, they literally will then just bounce these things back and forth, and it's going to be beyond annoying. But it is possible to get around it. We just need to see right now if we can kind of, hopefully, allow them to fizzle. But I don't think they're going to fizzle. Okay. Wait, can this deck fizzle? So they're going to keep going up. Okay. Yeah, okay. Wow. Okay, so we're dealing with a lot of decks that kind of are annoying combos. So, okay. So, Abuelo's Awakening, for those of you who haven't seen this, because I only started recently seeing this combo. So, Abuelo's Awakening, for 4 mana, you don't pay the X. You bring back an artifact or non-aura enchantment from your graveyard to the battlefield with X additional +1/+1 counters on it. Basically, you cheat in an Omniscience for, like, nothing. And then you just kind of combo off him here. And unfortunately, our opponent's going to do the Arcadia stuff. I realize now because they can pay everything for free, they literally could just go through the whole deck. So, okay. I don't know if we can get around this, though. So, okay. I'm sorry, everybody. I just don't want to deal with this. I just actually want to play the game and just... It's not going to be worth it there. Once again, back to the bottom of Platinum 4. Sorry, everybody. I swear, the deck does look better than what it is. Like, best of 1, you're going to get goofy matchups like this. That's okay. So, here's how we do this. Let's go ahead and let's switch it up. We're going to play best of 3, standard rank still. We'll play with our base version for now. Once we get a little bit later on, I will jump to the upgraded version. If you're interested in either version, I'll be more than happy to show you links, of course. It'll be put in the details of the stream once we're done. Okay, so here we go. Let's give this a try again. All right, so it's got planes, we got some removal, we can make some tokens. Okay, let's keep this hand. The main mill card is Segi. Okay, interesting. I'm sure somebody has a list out there. I am curious to kind of see what it may look like. Seriously, I am interested to see how it all looks. Really, question, MTG Hillbilly. Since you're the one that mentioned it, have you actually played it on one of your streams? I am curious. Okay, so we can't ossification the vehicle just yet, but we do have options for that later on. Okay, we'll play the Enduring Innocence next turn, and then we should be good to go there. What else we got, opponents? Subterranean Scooter again. Okay. Not sure what our opponent's playing, but it does look interesting. Subterranean Schooner. I don't have this card, actually, but when it attacks... Okay, every creature that created this turn explores. Okay. So I guess it's kind of like their pseudo-ramp package with a Soul Stone. Interesting. But we have an ossification, so we should be able to get that. Okay. When I can, I'm probably going to then take a peek at later on of your, of maybe one of your streams that you have it on, and I would like to check it out. Oh. Opponents, you tapped out right here? Okay, well, this is why it's also important not to tap out too early, everybody, because opponent allows me now to get rid of their Sanctuary. Sorry, opponents. Nothing off of that. And we get to now rally for much cheaper. All right, we get our tokens. Beautiful. Nice. Swing here, down to 16, we go up to 22. Okay. Much better. Gotta maintain control of this fight. Loots. This also leads me to a question here. I haven't had a chance to actually play with Loot. I don't like Loot as the mascot they're trying to turn him into, but I'm not gonna lie. I am somewhat curious about what Loot is capable of. So let me know in the comments. Would you like me to actually build a Loot deck in any way, shape, or form? It doesn't have to be the mono green Loot. It could be the other Loots too. So yeah, let me know later on, everybody. Maybe I might make that a poll later on if anybody's curious. Okay, in the meantime, Elspeth, here we go. This is what we came here for, everybody. We came for Elspeth. And then, hold on. Oh, actually, he's... Oh, we can actually destroy him. Loot's got to go bye-bye now. Sorry, opponent. No loot for you. Okay, so in the meantime, we're going to just swing with our 2 tokens. Down to 12. This allows Enduring Incense to actually stay online in case if they do try to get a little cheeky with us. Okay, today, the second half of your stream. I ran it yesterday afternoon also. If you do run it, do me a favor and give White Rabbit a shout out for the death. Okay. Yeah, of course I will. I probably might look at that then maybe for my stream, maybe next week when I have time, after I go through my other decks I've scheduled. But yeah, definitely a shout out for them. Kudos to them for making it. Okay, so we do have the chump block with the Enduring Innocence. That's good. Okay, so we're actually in a pretty good spot right here. We will make our tokens. All right. Nice. Now we're definitely getting back into this fight here. So, Carrot Cake. Actually, hold on one second. Let's make a ton of rabbits. This is what we came here for, everybody. You came for 6 rabbits and then rally the monastery. Oh, actually, hold on. Do I actually want to do it this way? You know what? Yeah, let's do it this way. Prowess. There we go. Stickman Jake. I'm playing with loot. The keys to everything at the moment. Oh, okay. I mean, I have a mild curiosity of loot. Oh. Okay, so they do have some kind of goofy shenanigans here with Ether Eyes. That's going to be annoying for us. We'll try to see if we can find a way to get around that. That's going to be something that's going to screw us over completely. But we'll try to get around it. Okay, in the meantime, okay, so, this actually, wow, okay. I think we'll see if we can try to get around it here. Let's pump up our whole team. Okay, so, big pump here. Nice. This is how we're looking, everybody. This got me to play 2 today, Platinum 2. Okay, nice. Well, you're doing a lot better than I am. Right now, I've been so frustrated trying to get out of Platinum 4. Like, it makes me look like I'm the worst player in the world right now. But we're going to try. Okay, so we're going to swing with Lethal. But let's see if our opponents might have... Because what's that last card in hand? Do they have another Ether Eyes? I swear if they do, I'm going to puke. Oh, come on! Ugh. I'm so tilted right now. No! Well, there goes all of our stuff, but okay. 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 Not gonna get too mad. It's fine. It's fine. That means they're out. And I seriously doubt they're gonna draw another one right now. As long as they don't do that, we should be fine. Okay, twists and turns. Okay. Phew. Okay. I was gonna sweat for that a little bit, but I think we're now fine. We're fine. Okay. Opponent got a land, and that means they have nothing else. Phew. I really thought we were going to get screwed over by those Ether Eyes, but that means we're probably going to have to anticipate Game 2 something to deal with regarding that. But thankfully, we are going to be prepared for these Schooners and their other shenanigans regarding Explore. Okay. One's going to Explore a couple times. I know that feeling. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I have hit Mythic before, way back in the day. I think, like, it's been a couple years since I've hit Mythic. And I've been able to hit Diamond every so often. Although, to be fair, I don't grind as hard as I used to a couple years ago before I did content. Ironically, though, if I actually was able to do this full time, I probably could grind a Mythic if I really wanted to. I just really don't have the time to do it. But at the same time, I mean, it's not the end of the world if you don't make, you know, Mythic or whatever rank. As long as you can hit Platinum, and this kind of goes out to everybody here, as long as you can hit Platinum in Arena, you usually will get the best rewards without having to put too much effort into the game. If that's what you're thinking. If time is your issue, then just hit Platinum, like I do, and you should be fine. So that's your info from Papa Infernoman today. Make some more tokens there. We'll draw another card. Gain some life. All right. In this case, then, we just block here and block here. Opponent tapped out, but we got the win. All right. Victory, everybody. We got there. Pop up all of our bunnies. Stuff all smashes in. There we go. Yeah, take that, opponents. Much, much better. Oh, okay. So game 1 of the match is ours. We need to now bring in for sure other stuff that's going to mess with our opponent here. So let's see. What do we want to get? So we'll probably cut out the Repair and Recharge and the Overlord. We need more spot removal for specific cards. So their artifact and enchantments will exercise here. Maybe the requisition rate as well. We will, let's see, what do we else here? The laydown arms don't feel like they really do much in this matchup. Maybe so maybe like trim a couple of those, and then I guess another Seal from Existence. Maybe trim one of the Hop Tuits, bring the other Seal. Okay, this should be fine. I think this should be good here. Got a link to it. Okay, nice. I really don't know if I'm part of your Discord or not. Okay. It should be like I think if you click down on the details below, of course, my main channel on here, there definitely should be a link in there you could probably pop into, and then you can probably drop it there if you like, wherever you want to. Like if you want to drop it into the standard part of the Discord or wherever, be more than happy to hear you from there. But yeah, and that does circle back to something else I'm going to remind everybody. For those of you that have not done so already, if you do like any of the content, please like, follow, and subscribe wherever you watch me, whether it's across any of my socials on Instagram, Kick, YouTube, Twitch here, or even X. I'll be more than happy to hear from there. Riorio with a follow. Thank you again, my fiery friend. Appreciate that. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. Oh, invalid invite? Oh, dear. Okay, sorry about that. I'm guessing I'll have to fix that later on. My apologies. Okay, see if I can try it. Yeah, I guess the link doesn't work right now. Sorry, everyone. Okay, don't worry. I'll get that fixed when I can. But thank you for bringing that to my attention. All right, so in the meantime, we're going to go to game 2. All right, opponents, what do you got? What do you got? All right, so, sorry, I was just observing something there. Okay, nothing yet. Can't play anything, but that's okay. We're going to hold on to our spot removal. Oh, opponent is actually playing some Merfolk on the side. Okay. I thought they were just a pure Simic ramp slash, thought they were just a Simic Explore deck. Okay. So they do have some Merfolk. Interesting. Okay. Let's see if I actually sideboarded correctly for this. Face down card. Face down cards? What is this? Yu-Gi-Oh?
It's time to do.
Okay. So... okay, I guess we'll play the Ossification now. Do they sacrifice? Well, I mean, they can't really sacrifice because that means they would just sacrifice their own Bolden Hexcatcher. I mean, if you want to sack an opponent, either way, we still get value out of this because we're forcing you to get rid of your Merfolk either way. Oh, okay. All right, well, I mean, fine. So it doesn't really matter now. That's okay. The point was we wanted to get rid of the Hexcatcher. That's okay. Okay, Merfolk. Opponents? What else you got? Anything at all, opponents? Don't keep me waiting too long. There we go. Okay. Kiora, drawn 2 cards. They're going to discard cards. So, okay. So they're actually more of a Morphroak deck. Okay. Interesting. But we still have a lot of spot removal, so we should be fine. They hit us. Okay, so we got another Seal from Existence, which is okay. So we'll start getting our engine pieces online as soon as we can just keep the board clear for just a moment. We can also get down Elspeth very quickly here. Twists and turns. We just need our opponent to tap out for a second here, and we should be fine. Alright, they get another land. Play the land. Thankfully, also 3-Tree City can't really turn on until they have at least 3 or 4 Merfolk out, so that should buy us time. Alright. Opponent doing their ramp shenanigans. Subterranean Scooter, okay. Okay, so the Schooner is coming soon, but... stuff comes down. Oh, they flip. Okay. Interesting, okay. Investigate, okay. Well, the good news, of course, is we have Elspeth coming online now. This is what we came here for. We came here to make an army under Elspeth. So let's make our first tokens. Misplaced Spy will be annoying because they can pick at Elspeth, but that's okay. We'll have plenty of time to rebuild. Okay, so... opponents. Okay, sacrifice a clue, they're going to draw a card. We haven't played with Merfolk in a while. Maybe we should kind of look at Merfolk again. It's been a little while I think it's been maybe a year plus since we played Merfolk. We'll definitely try to look into that. All right. Otherwise, opponents, you gonna swing? You gonna turn on the schooner? Maybe. What you gonna do? Okay, so they do. They hit Elspeth. All right. They're gonna explore with the Mistway Spy. That's fine. Okay, so they are gonna get another Hexcatcher, which is gonna be a bit of a problem for us. But we have options to get around it. Okay, opponents. Your move. Here we go. What you got? Loot coming down again. Actually, right now, one of our routes would be perfect. But I don't think we're going to get there just yet. So, tick down to take out loot. Alright. We'll play another land. We will Enduring Innocence. And we will Seal from Existence. And there we go. Ooh, I didn't realize he actually didn't hit me up on here, Hillbilly, but thanks again for that. I do appreciate that. Down to 18. All right. Opponent, what do you got? Hexcatcher is probably going to come down now, but at least now we got rid of their spy, so that won't be a threat for us in the sky. Okay. Do they turn on their schooner? They do. That's okay. This is fine. They will swing and give the Hexcatcher a little bit of pump. Again, none of these things are things that bother us right now because we can still chump block for another turn. We just need to draw into action, but we can definitely do that now with the Enduring Innocence. Once we're done with this match, everybody, I'm going to jump to the upgraded version because, not going to lie, that version is insanely cracked out. Like, seriously, it's just crazy how it's going to look. But you'll see what I mean in a bit. Okay, go up to 18. Our Enduring Innocence comes back. Oh, we got another one. Okay, that's cute. So here's how we do this. Actually, hold on. Actually, let's play this one now. Enduring Innocence, number 2. So we can get a lot more triggers off of this. Draw a card. Play the planes. We will get ourselves some more soldiers.
Join the fight.
There we go. Draw another card. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We can make 2 more rally. Okay. This is great. Now you get to see the power of Elspeth again. Woo! Okay, now we definitely have enough tokens. We just got to start beating down our opponent before they have a way of kind of bouncing back, if you will. If we need to rebuild, Hop to It can also make us, with Elspeth out, 6 tokens. But let's see if we can get there. We will try. Okay. Ooh. Hexcatcher number 2. So there's 2 strategies right now. If they try to start counterspelling us, that may be a thing we have to deal with. On the other hand, they may also try to bounce stuff away with their tempo. Kind of wish I could kind of see what they have. Okay, Seal from Existence is actually pretty good here. So, let us make some more tokens. We need to keep drawing cards. Oh, that's right. I need to set up those commands, Hillbilly. So, sorry about that. There's still things in here I need to take time to actually sit down and then build. I need to see if I can put that Discord thing for there. So thanks again for bringing that up. Sorry. Okay. Otherwise, right now, Enduring Innocence number 3. And we're just going to go off here. Okay, in the meantime, let's play Sealed from Existence. And all of the prowess power we get from our monks here. Okay, so what do we hit? Yeah, I definitely need to take the time, like when I'm not busy, because I tend to be pretty busy, which is why I have small streams, to actually adjust those kinds of things on the chat. So, note to self, I will try to do that as soon as I can. Again, such an annoying thing not to have enough time to do stuff, but I do apologize. Okay, what do we hit here? Well, I think we can hit the Hexcatcher. If they counterspell it, that's fine. That means they do sacrifice one of their own just to do that. Opponent? Will you turn it on? Okay. This is fine. Counter? Maybe? They do, okay. Actually, no, they let it go. Okay, so in that case, let's... Not the Enduring Innocence. We'll let these tokens go down. Do they bounce anything? Here it comes. There it is, the Aetherize. So we lose all of our monks, which is awkward, but that's okay. We can rebuild still. Not a big deal. The Lucranos. That's an interesting one. Wasn't expecting that, but okay. Does that mean they're going to flip it? It has reach, which is going to be a little bit annoying for us. Oh, there we go. There's my chat bot going. Hit the like button. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. All right. Opponent is still trying to make that schooner go off. Well, at least now the chat bot should be working, so that does put up all the links. I know there is one of my chat bots will, of course, add the Discord link in a bit. All right. In the meantime, I think this is the turn now we just chump block the subterranean schooner, so that takes it out now completely. We will lose our lambs here for a bit, our sheep, if you will. They do come back, so it's not a big deal. Okay, we got an ossification, so that actually is solid for us. That's good. This is so good right now. Okay. Deck is going off. This is what I want the deck to do. Alright, so say goodbye to Plutocranos. We will... How do we do this here? I think we will then make some more tokens. Draw a lot of cards. Nice. There we go. Oh, wow. We got another bunch of Elspeths here. Okay. We can definitely start pumping up everything here. Let's pump up the board. Swing with our 5. There we go. Down to 6. Opponent, you have one turn to turn this around. Do you have the answer? Did we get our victory here? Did we do it? Okay. So, more counters. Yes. All right. All right, moment of truth. We only need a couple of them to win, so let's just swing with these. Do you have the Aetherize? Ah, come on. They actually had it? Ugh. Okay. It's fine. It's fine, everybody. I guess we'll just hop to it just to put more threats on the board. If nothing else. Okay. 6 more rabbit tokens. There we go. And draw some more cards. Come on, deck. Okay. That should be fine for now. All right. Opponent is still on the ropes. Can we get there? One card in hand, opponent, that I don't know. Everything else will not help you because we will just fly over everything to get to our victory. Oh, man. This feels so good. This is exactly what you want the deck to do. And there we go, everybody. Elspeth with an army in a can. She cannot be stopped when she goes off. All right. Victory. Woo! You love to see it. Okay. Yeah. Not very good. So with that, let us circle back for a second here. Get our wins in. And now I feel really good about the deck. But what if we considered an upgrade for the deck? Now, again, fair warning, this one is going to be insanely expensive, by the way, whether you play it on Arena or if you do play it in paper. This version here is definitely stacked with the max amount of value we can get. So, the upgrades for this version means that now we get rid of ossification. We're now going to put in a full playset of Get Lost. Now we have an instant speed option against our opponents. So this will take out their creatures, planeswalkers, and enchantments. So this is actually great against some of the mirror matches we'll deal with. We'll now start adding in a lot more harder removal that's going to be tough for our opponent to deal with. So Sealed from Existence will be gone. And instead, we'll put in Split Up because this will be a little bit better for us, depending on what a matchup we may have to deal with. Enduring Instance, of course, stays, but we'll make room for Caretaker's Talent here. So this means that we're going to be a little less token happy because we got rid of Hop to it. But this, of course, this is just a staple, everybody. I mean, how could you not want this card? It's insanely good, helps us draw more cards along with Enduring Innocence, and then we can trigger off everything. If we manage to then pump it up all the way to level 3, get a +2/+2 pump, this is actually a really good card. I mean, as if I have to even sell it to you. It just literally does everything you want to do in this deck. In the 2-drop slot, we will now add in some other things here. So we're actually going to trim 1 Day of Judgment. We'll trim around our other cards a bit here because we're going to make room for Biza, the Bounding Spring. So this is actually good for us. It also makes tokens as well, but also going to be kind of like a catch-up card depending on what the board state is. And then we're going to add in also the other Archangel Elspeth. So Elspeth here also could make us soldier tokens, but they also have lifelink, which is great for us. We don't really care too much about the tick down abilities here, mostly because we're just focused on, of course, on just trying to get everything out. But if you manage to ultimate it, you can bring back all of our enchantments back to the battlefield, which is actually going to be solid for us depending on what our opponent throws. Now, we're going to put in now a full set of Elspeth Stormslayer, so we'll put in an extra copy there that we have a full play set. And while we got rid of 1 Day of Judgment, we'll squeeze in 1 Sunfall against decks that we don't want to deal with stuff at any given point. We just want to exile everything. So Sunfall, of course, in there gives us a token that we can definitely use later on, and it does trigger off with other abilities that we have on the field. And then finally, we'll squeeze in 1 extra copy of Overlord of the Mistmoors here. So now we have 2 with a better consistency. So our repair recharges got removed just that we can actually cast what we need to on time. As far as the sideboard upgrades here, we don't really have that much we're upgrading into. We're going to keep everything with the exception, of course, of now adding in Authority of the Consuls. So against those aggro decks that we kind of sometimes have a little bit of it. Oh, Fabian, subscribed. Thanks again for joining us, my fire friend, from YouTube there. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. Thanks again for that. So for the upgrades for this version, Authority of the Consuls, again, is going to be against go-wide strategies, maybe enemy token decks. We'll throw this in for ourselves here. And if we need to protect the whole game plan, we will then finally add in Dawn's Truce, and we'll get rid of Make a Stand. We will only need 2 copies of it, but it's also cheaper. If we have to gift a card to our opponent, that may be a small price to pay to give every one of our permanents hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. But the only other final upgrades I would give to the deck is we can look at adding in copies of Mistress Foundry here. So this means we have kind of like a creature land if we need to in a pinch. Some Fountain Ports also can round out our game plan because we can sacrifice our extra tokens to draw some cards and just help us kind of provide some more value for us. So that means we're going to go down to 20 planes in total. So is this version better than is this non-budget version better than the regular version? Well, there's only one way to find out. So now let's try it one more time here with a much more stronger deck. So Elspeth now upgraded for ranked. Feeling pretty good about this one. But let's see. Are these upgrades going to be worth it to make the deck more viable in the format? We're going to find out right here. Let's go, everybody.
It's time to duel!
All right. Okay, so we got main deck removal. We got Biza, and we got Overlord of the Mistmoors. If we can get at least a couple more lands, this should be solid for us. All depends on what our opponent throws at us, though. So let's wait it out. What you got, opponent? Show me what you got. Living Marsh, okay. Nothing yet. That's fine. Set up our next turn with Carrot Cake. Get a token. Okay, Enduring Instance is nice, but I want to get to a land. Ugh. I think we're going to have to scry that to the bottom. We need lands. Without the lands, we can't really do anything. What do you got, opponents? Mosswood Dread Knight. Okay, so it's going to be now the, it's the, well, I'm missing my words here. It's the Golgari mid-range deck. Thankfully, though, we do have plenty of removal for it, so that should not be a problem for us. Number 22. All right, about it. What else you got? All right. Opponents. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Well, we did get our land, which is good. Can't really do much of anything, but actually we can get rid of that Philbrack, so that's going to go bye-bye too. Too bad, opponents. Too bad. Swing. Unfortunately, we are giving our opponent a lot of health, so they're going to get plenty of time to rebound. But we still have options, so that is fine. Okay, tap land. All right. Unholy Annex, okay. Well, that means they're going to do some card draw. Let's sacrifice our Carrot Cake, go up to 23. Okay, so we did get another land, that's good. Okay, they draw a card, they go down to 22. We're at 23 now. So, let's see. I think we'll play Overlord. Make our tokens. Start putting some threats on the board. Back down to 20. Okay. Tick down. Okay. Can we do this? We have now the pieces in play. We have a Wrath if everything goes completely horribly wrong. Okay. So they do turn on their demon. So that does drain us a bit, but that's not a big deal for us because we still we still have another piece there. Down to 19. Overlord, take it down. Hold on. I do apologize, everyone. Looks like we have another little spam there, so give me a second here while I try to deal with that. Hold on. Opponent swinging. They exile a card. Okay. Draw. Okay. We will... Not really else we need to really do anything here. So we'll just kind of keep staying the course. And pass. Down to 1. Alright. Our Overlord is going to be coming online soon. Opponents. Opponent, what you got? Archfiend of the Dross. Ooh, scary. Not the worst, though. Okay. Up to 13. We still have ways of getting around this, so it's not the worst for us. We will then exile it. Opponent. Do you have an answer? Cut down. Okay. They're draining us a little bit there, but that's not going to hurt us too much there. Okay. Glacierwood Siege is half of the win con in the mill deck. Okay, good to know for the future. At some point I will try to see if I can look that up. It does sound pretty sweet. Okay, we swing again. Down to 12, opponent. Alright. Overlord is online. But they probably... Oh, they have removal. Of course. Annoying. But that's fine. This is fine, everyone. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. Also, got rid of the spam, everybody. So, spam away. No spam, everybody. Okay, our opponent is also playing Shieldred, so that is a little scary. Because they're going to drain us here pretty quick if we're not careful. But the good news, though, of course, is we still have options around this. So we will swing here, and then we'll just blow up the whole board. Because that's probably going to be our best bet here to get around stuff. Down to 13. Day of Judgment. Board is clear again. Man, it is tough. Opponent is putting up a good fight. Opponent is definitely putting up a good fight. Ritual Chamber again. Alright. Okay, so Elspeth won't help us with this demon. So we're going to have to try to find a way to hang in there. Down to 5. Okay. Visa. Come on, deck. Okay, Sunfall, but that's not enough. Oh, boy. Ugh. We get Enduring Innocence, but that's not enough either. Dang, I think our opponent got us here. The amount of value that Golgari midrange has right now in Standard is... it's really good. We just could not get to enough answers to stop them. Okay, so with that, still, go for the throats. Alright, so if they swing with the demon, that's pretty much game for us. Yep. Alright. Okay, so plan B as we get ready for the next match here. Monster with Dread Knight coming in. Land of War Elves. Not that that matters anymore. Okay, they draw. 1, 0. Okay, so we lose that one, unfortunately. But, wow. That wasn't too bad for our showing, even though we did lose. At the very least, you can see, with enough removal packed in, we definitely can handle quite a bit out in the format. But, man, our opponent just outvalued us there. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not mad. I still like the deck. It's still pretty awesome. Okay, so moving on. Let's see what we can do now. We're going to try again in ranked. And at this point, we're just going to stick to the upgraded version for the remainder. But what are your thoughts so far on the deck? For those of you that have been watching, do you like this deck so far? Do you hate it? Is it something you would play? Let me know. And of course, I will be talking, of course, in the future. If you stick around to the end of the stream, we'll kind of briefly discuss what is to come for the rest of the week for content. Okay, so we're going to keep our hand right now. Got the Carrot Cake, we got the Lay Down Arms for removal. Caretaker's Talent can draw us with once we get some more tokens onto the field, and we got plenty of Wraths. As long as we can get to what we need, we should be fine. Okay, opponents, what you got? Show me. Plains? Okay. Do they have our deck? Maybe. Okay, Fountain Port, that's solid. We'll keep that. Right, opponents. Kolios. Okay, Elias Silcor. That's annoying, but it's not the worst. So we can definitely deal with that. Exile that, get it out of here. No, no, opponents. Down to 21. Pass. So, let's see. I think the best way we'll do this is, it's tempting to play the Carrot Cake now, but we're going to wait for Caretaker's Talent to come down first. Gas Guzzler. Oh. Okay. I haven't seen anybody play Gas Guzzler except, what was it? When we first streamed Ether Drift, I played it there, but the card felt very underwhelming. But maybe I put it into the wrong deck, because it is a vampire. We'll see where our opponent's going with this. Okay, another Plains, which is good. Let's see. We'll play the Fountain Port. Caretaker's Talents. Now we're going to get our engine on. Very nice. Okay, we will make another rabbit token. And that'll help us draw a card. There we go. Oh, man. We have literally all the Wraths. Literally all the Wraths in hand right now. If you want to blow up the board, this is definitely going to be the time to do it. I kind of hope our opponent actually starts putting out there more creatures. Because that'll make our Wraths that much more better. Oh, okay. Might be a bit of a problem here. It's going to be a lot of life gain and drain we're going to get hit with there, but we can survive. Okay. Block with the bunny. Opponent's going to sack. Sack it away. Sack it away. Yep. Vampires doing their thing. Being very vampire-ish. Wait, vampire-ish? Is that a word? I don't know. I made it a word today. JC from YouTube. It's the Raise the Pass Sack combo deck. Okay. I don't play that much Standard, so I'm a little out of the loop on what is hot right now in Standard. But that's kind of the reason why I try to at least play Standard once in a while. But thanks again for the heads up on that. I do appreciate that. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. Okay, so let's wrap the board before things get too out of hand. We are going to take a little bit of a hit here, but that's perfectly fine. I mean, you can sack everything you want, opponent, but you're still going to lose your vampires here either way. But again, appreciate that, JC. Okay. Blow up the whole board. All right. This is fine. We still have plenty of routes, so we can just keep the board clear when we need to. Infestation Sage. Okay. It's been also a little while since we've done a combo deck as well, so I kind of want to see where that goes. Blow up the whole board again. They will get one token out of the deal. So we get drained still. Insect coming on. That's annoying, but that's fine. So, at the end of their turn, Carrot Cake and Sack will gain some life back to keep our stable. We go up to third gear. Sacrifice the Carrot Cake, gain some life back. Make a token. We can draw a card out of that. Okay, so we don't need any more lands. We need more action. Draw a card. Oh, okay, so get to get lost is fine. Okay. Don't need more Carrot Cake. Actually, real talk, I actually do not like Carrot Cake in real life. I'm definitely a chocolate kind of guy. What kind of cakes do y'all like? Are you a chocolate person like me? Love chocolate, by the way. But I also like cheesecake. Although I am told cheesecake is a pie. It's not a cake, if anybody's curious. Okay, let's actually upgrade this. So now our bunnies are very powerful. So we should be able to stop, outrace them. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, victory, everybody. Yeah. Didn't even need Elspeth that time. Our rabbits, with the caretaker's talent, cannot be beat. All right. All right, all right, all right. Feel good. All right, getting our wins in today. Remember to always finish your dailies, kids. Dailies reset, I believe, at, what is it now? I don't know the time zone, I believe, but I think the time zone for us here, where I'm at, 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time is where I'm at. So that's that would be that time when they reset. So for me, it's the middle of the night when they reset all the dailies. But yeah, as always, get 4 dailies done to at least get 1,000 gold. 5th one if you want a card, although usually it's not always going to be a rare. Any case, enough of my ramblings. Let's see. So we got plenty of removal, got Enduring Innocence, and we have Elspeth here. So as long as we get to our lands, this should be solid. Okay, so with that, let's see what our opponent's trying to do here. Okay, Ruin Lurker Bats. Cannot have that gain any value, so we're going to exile that now. We have plenty of Get Losts. That does mean that our opponent may get value. Ooh, okay. We cannot deal with the ever so infamous Johnny's Pridemate combo. I played this card many times, and I've also dealt with this card many times. So, Sheltered by Goat. Oh. Interesting choice, but okay. I don't know why you would play that now, opponents. I guess you really wanted to start gaining life. Shard Mages. Oh. This is beyond annoying. Okay. Well, that's fine. We can still get around everything. So here's how we do this. Enduring Innocence. Of those 3 cards, what are the chances they have another Sheltered by ghosts? I guess we'll find out here. Oh, they do have it. Okay. We might actually get janked out here. Ew. I did not think we were going to get janked out by a Johnny's Pridemate of all things. But okay. Let's see here. Carrot Cake. We can do this. I'm not getting janked out by a Johnny's Pridemate. Not today. Okay. We don't need the planes. We need a Wrath fast. Come on, deck. Don't screw with me now. Essence Channeler, okay. We can deal with the Essence Channeler if we get a Wrath. So, block here. They get a ton of life. That puts a bunch of counters on shenanigans here. Come on. Come on, deck. Show me the money. Show me the money. Give me what I need. Need a Wrath. Like right now. I need a Wrath. Not a Wrath. Okay. It's okay. We're not dead. Alright. Come on. Draw into it. Top deck me. Come on. Okay. Still nothing yet. Okay. Planes. Visa coming down. That does help us out a little bit with life gain, but it's not enough. Maybe I should have swung with it just to get the 2 extra tokens out of that one, but that's okay. Healer's Hawk. It's like I'm fighting a... Okay, Leona Vanguard. Alright. It's like I'm playing against, a deck from, like... What is it? Wait, am I in the right format? It's like I'm playing, against a deck that I used to fight against, back when Arena first came out. Okay. I mean, we can still get around this. It's not impossible. We desperately need anything at this point. Overlord of the Mistmoors. I am hanging on here as best as I can. Either I get another land to get through all of those auras, or we are going to get screwed here. Okay. We can do this. It's not impossible. Opponent is only just gaining all the life in the world. But come on, deck. All we just need to do is just keep blocking where we can. One at a time. Slowly but surely, we can do this. Ugh. We are on the edge here. Caretaker's talent. Okay, so I think our best option here is I might have to get lost our own cards here just to fight through the Ajani's Pridemate. Not ideal, but that might have to happen here. Yeah, that life gain deck is miserable to go against without the Wraths. Yeah, I agree. It's just, and again, if you're a person that likes this kind of strategy, there's nothing wrong with it. It just feels so clunky when you are not prepared for it. But I mean, that's kind of how it goes, of course, when you play Magic. Sometimes you do have matches like this where it just feels so goofy with what you're up against. Okay, so let's see. Block here. Block here. That's 9 coming at us, right? Okay. Okay. Does our opponent have anything else? Like, literally, I feel like I'm about to get janked out right here. I swear, opponent, if you have something else, I'm going to be sad. 2 cards in hand. And they've managed to do this only off of 3 planes. Okay, so here's how we do this here. We need to just destroy our own creature. This is just to get us the tokens so we can draw cards. Okay. Okay, drawing some cards here. Come on. Hit me with something. Not a land. I need a Wrath. Any Wrath saves me. Literally any Wrath will save me. Never mind. Wow. We got janked out by mono white life gain, everybody. And it wasn't even a high-end deck, too. I can't believe that. Once again, even when I'm not playing a mono red burn deck, I still get janked out by one of the most annoying decks out there. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not mad. Maybe just a little bit. Okay, moving on. Okay. Let's do maybe 1 or 2 more best of 1s, and I'll go to best of 3 for the remainder of the stream. Okay. Shaking it off. Shaking off the jank. And then we're going to try. We definitely can get some wins here. I know the deck, of course, is definitely capable of this. You've seen it already. But, I mean, sometimes it happens. Okay, so with this hand, wow. Very land heavy. We have spot removal, so that's nice, but is that enough? Can we get away with this? I'm afraid if we mulligan, we're going to mulligan into something far worse. Don't yell at me. I'm going to try. I'm going to believe we will draw into all our action. Because our opponent also mulligans, so that does give us at least 1 card advantage here. And they're also tap landings. That's good. Good boy. Well, if at least we have 5 lands, for sure we will get to Elspeth. No doubt. Verge lands. Okay. Undertap Trainer. Let's do. Okay. They dig 4 cards deep. So what do they get? Oh, ill-timed explosions. Okay. Interesting. But the good news is we can still exile them. So that's out of here. Keep the board clear. At the very least, we already have enough spot removal to take care of the otters, if that's what they're trying to do. But they also have ill-timed explosions. Thankfully, though, we don't care about that card too much until stuff happens. Opponents. Okay. Lots of Verge lands. Not gonna lie, if I can get some Verge lands, those lands are really, really good. I actually do what that lands do, but they're so expensive. Okay. Still nothing. We're gonna have a standoff here. Opponent and I are just dumping lands, so it's all about who's gonna make the first move. If they tap out, Elspeth can come online. But on the other hand, they have blue, so that could mean we may be eating a Wrath soon. Do they counterspell Enduring Innocence? They don't. Okay. So, that's good for us. At the least, that'll stay on the field for a little while. Still getting lands, too. Opponent is hitting all their land drops like we are. Oh, okay. So, they did manage to put it down. Thunderclap Trainer. Down. The first one, at least. Alright, they draw their card. They got that this town ain't big enough. And they got their other card. Okay, so they got their key pieces, which is annoying, but it's not the worst. Elspeth is now online. I know she's going to get bounced, but we're going to try to at least start drawing some cards. Okay, got the Caretaker's talents. That's good. That goes bye-bye. Down to 24. We're up to 22. Well, so far, I mean, we got our board state, but I'm expecting that... Okay, so they got the ill-timed explosions to go off. That's fine. But this town ain't big enough is definitely going to be the most annoying thing we're going to have to deal with here. And, of course, they're going to be bouncing back Storm Chaser's talent, like, for literal days. Okay. Fortunately, that Wrath does not hurt Elspeth at all. Okay. So, Storm Chaser's talent, come down. Anything else, opponents? Tap? Tap tokens? Nope. Okay. Well, Caretaker's talent, come down. Does this stick? They have 2 lands open. Okay. Nice. We will create some tokens and draw some cards. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Opponents going to do their bouncing shenanigans, aren't they? Aren't you, opponents? Yep. There it is. It still is annoying, but we do get to still trigger off our things, so that's not the worst. Okay, in the meantime, Archangel Elspeth now comes down. At least we get to resolve the other one. And we still get to make more tokens. Okay, so let's see. Is this enough for our opponents? Can they handle this? Opponents, what you got? Rediscover the way. Wait, what does this do? I haven't seen this card. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Okay, so it's just to dig out stuff. Unfortunately, this is best of 1, so we don't have the answers for Artifacts Enchantment's main deck. So that might be what stops us from winning this one, but we'll try. Okay, they get to level 2. They're going to bring back their This Town Ain't Big Enough for the both of us, isn't there? Annoying. Oh. Oh, okay. Full-time explosions, okay. Well, I mean, that's a choice, so... We will play Elspeth Stormslayer again. We will...
So long as we fight.
Make a token. 2 tokens, by the way.
This is our fight to win.
Draw some cards. We will level 2. Make 2 more tokens. We will pump up our tokens.
Rise and seize your destiny.
Down to 20. We go up to 24. Okay. Lay down arms might be tempting right now with the otter, but we'll wait. Okay. Opponent is still doing their shenanigans with their game plan here, so it's Jeskai control, I guess. Okay. Has anybody else actually fought against this deck so far? I feel like this is the first time I'm seeing it, so I'm a little out of the loop as to what I'm anticipating here, but I'm going to try to see if we can kind of outplay them. They have a lot of cards too, just like us. Okay, so this blows up the board, but they do lose their otter too, so it's fine. This is fine. 3, okay. Otter down 2. But we still have 2 planeswalkers they have to deal with and a lot of card draw. So if our opponent is going to deal with it, they need more of those This Town Ain't Big Enough, which is what they have. All right, bouncing it back again, and again, and again. Okay, make the otter again. I mean, having to recast is annoying, but it's not the end of the world for us. We have ways of still pushing through this. Level 3. So this means now all of our tokens are a lot stronger now. We can't draw off of the Enduring Innocence anymore, but that's a small price to pay, all things considered. We can start making a ton of tokens here at a much higher rate of power. So at this point, now it's just a value battle. It's actually taking a little bit longer than I thought this was. Tower. Okay. They come up and take out, or at least try to take out, 5-drop Elspeth. Okay. Elder Dragon here. Shiko, Paragon of the Way. Okay. So while Elspeth here does take a big hit, we have another one already ready to go. So that's not the worst thing for us. Okay. But our opponent is also tapped out too, so this does help us out a bit here. Even though we lose Elspeth. That's okay. Small price to pay, everybody. We can definitely get around this. Okay, so here's how we do this here. We will... Shiko goes bye-bye. Sorry, opponents. Elspeth, number 2. We will make our tokens. Draw another card. And there we go. We outvalued them. All right. Take that, opponents. That's what you get. Oh, beautiful, beautiful win there. Woo! Okay. I think I might highlight that one for a future YouTube short clip there. That was a good match, though, by the way. Well done, opponents. It was kind of nail-biting for a bit there, but some way, somehow, we managed to outvalue them with what we had. So, all right. I feel good about that one. Whew. Okay. Now, looking at the clock right now, because according to the content manager, if you will, the person that's behind the scenes of this cute little fireball you see on screen, we're going to then go into best of 3 for the remainder of the stream. That's probably going to be 1 or 2 matches, and that'll be it for tonight, everyone. I know. I don't stream very often. That's only just because, again, we have other things to take care of. So it's a bit of a shame. But hey, it is what it is. And I wish I had more time to do this, but I still appreciate all of you still being here with me. But let's see if we can end this on a high note. So playing best of 3 with this deck. Is it going to be good here? We'll find out. All right. Here we go. Let's see what our opponent's got thrown at us this time. We will play first, of course. All right. This looks pretty good. We'll keep this. We can just draw into our action here. We should be fine. Okay. So, planes and pass. Okay, opponents, what you got? Mountain, higher claw. Okay. So, looks like our opponent is going to be playing for sure either lizards, mono red aggro. Oh, maybe it is lizards. That's cute. Well, Higher Claw's gonna go bye-bye. Sorry, opponents. It's gonna blow up your whole board. They can use those, of course, to pump up their other Higher Claw, which is, again, annoying, but that's fine. It is what it is, and that's how we're gonna have to just push through this. So we're gonna wait for a little bit longer here. The Carrot Cake can help us out, but I want to see if our opponent tries to do anything else. Okay. We'll take the ping, because I want to see if our opponent plays the Monstrous Rage. Anything? So we'll just do it now. Okay, opponents? Any other answers? Nope. Okay. Okay, board state is clear still. Lay down arms. That'll be helpful for later. Okay, so we're not getting our land drops, so... Alright, let's see if we can scry up for a land. Come on, deck. Don't fail me now. We've been doing pretty good so far. Ignoring Innocence, we can't do anything with that until we actually get more lands. So, okay. Raise these a little bit. There we go, there we go. Ah. Okay, so... Still not bad. 2 Higher Claws. They got the mice, so mono red aggro for sure. They make their offspring. They get their little pumps with it, but they can't do anything with them until they actually can swing. So this buys us a little bit of time. Okay, we did get another land. That's good. That was huge. Caretaker's Talent. No attacks. So, this is now where it's going to get a little rough for us. Because we're going to have to sponge a hit here, and it's going to be pretty gnarly. Okay. Tap token. They get another land. Play the land. Okay, opponents. Opponents. There we go. All right. They're pumping. Okay. Okay. So, we'll have to sponge one here. I already know they have the Monstrous Rage, which is, again, annoying, but it's fine. We're just going to have to sponge the hit no matter what we can do. Okay. This is going to hurt. Okay. Down to 10. Planes again. So, let's see. Well, it's going to have to be the Day of Judgment now, so that's good. At least this now buys us time. Okay. Board clear again. We need to rely completely on all of our catch-up stuff here. So Biza, if they have another creature down or two, that buys us time. That makes us tokens that we can use. Opponent? Okay, they got nothing. Thought they had something there. Mountain again. Oh. All right, there we go. They fizzled. Okay, so that means this now buys us the time we need. This is what we were looking for. The nice break in their game plan. And we will pass here. So, by doing this with the Carrot Cake, that means we can draw some more action. We should be able to now get back in this fight. Manifold Mouse again. Alright. This is fine. Opponent. Anything else? So they get their cute little pumps that they can't do anything with. That's fine. Okay. Pass. Our turn. Okay. Sacrifice the cake. Gain some life. As long as they don't have Screaming Nemesis, I think we should be fine for a little bit longer here. Okay. So that's okay. We will take the Overlord. Draw 2 cards. Draw into the Overlord. Okay. Anything else? There we go. All right. Good. We got the land. And some life gain. Second Overlord. Okay. So, Biza. We can... Come on. Gain some life. Maybe. Anytime now, opponents. You there? Okay, that's cool. Nice. Get now our land. And also we were able to get a treasure off of that, so that's great for us. Well, the opponent is kind of there, but not really. Okay. We will now get rid of this Manifold Mouse. So, bye-bye, opponents. Granted, they do get a little bit of life out of that, but that's annoying. But that's fine. Make another rabbit token. Just for value purposes. Right, and then we will swing with 1 rabbit. Do they put anything out there? I doubt it. So it's just going to be a free hit. Whew, maybe this might be the last one for us completely, because it's going to take a while. I mean, our opponent is there, but it is also going to be a little bit lengthier than I thought for an aggro deck. We completely slowed them down a lot. Ooh, there's a Screaming Nemesis. Okay, so we just need to get around that Screaming Nemesis, and we should be okay. Okay, I guess we'll have to block with Biza here and the token, just in case that they actually have an answer, which it looks like they do. Okay, so there goes our cards. Not good. Not good at all. Okay, so I guess we're going to do it for full price. Overlord. Big one. Make some tokens. We get to draw 2 cards off of that. We actually need now an exile effect. Oh, okay. The Day of Judgment's good too. Okay, so actually we'll cancel for a second. Wait. No attacks yet. Pass. Okay, so now we just need to sponge a hit. If our opponents... Okay. I don't think there's any way they can stop this, so we'll just block here. Lose 1 token. That's not a big deal. Down to 11. Okay, so this is exactly why we wanted split up. So this is actually beautiful here. Destroy your top creatures. Board clear, and now we should have a path to victory easily here. Pump up our tokens. And I think that should be game. Make some more tokens. Draw some more cards. And there we go. Beat down our opponent there for game 1. Very nice. Okay. So, mono red aggro. And a lot of attacking shenanigans. So with that, Elspeth Smite for sure is going to be in this match. Authority of the Consuls coming in. What do we don't want here? What slows us down? It's mostly going to be... I mean, everything does feel decent, but we're just going to have to kind of keep the board clear as much as possible. The Overlords were fine. Bees is helpful too. Probably don't need Archangel Elspeth, the 4-drop one. Maybe we can trim... Maybe the Carrot Cakes we don't need. Okay. All right. And then... Sunfall is okay. Maybe trim 1 Elspeth there, and then... Okay. I think as long as we can just kind of keep them cleared with our spot removal, most of their cards are not high-powered. So with that in mind, we should be able to just wipe them out with just our spot removal alone. If we could do that, the deck should do nothing to us. All right, opponent is taking the time to think. Oh, okay. Well, it seems very heavy. I know someone's going to yell at me, but we're going to try to do this here. Lay down arms. Just start exiling everything. Just keep the board clear as much as possible. If we can do that, we should be able to get the victory here without any issues. Emberheart Challenger. Okay. Okay, first hit against us. Down to 18. Okay. Caretaker's Helmet on turn 3. Screaming Nemesis. Ooh. Down to 13 already. They're going to go as fast as they can. Caretaker's Helmet. Okay. Opponents. Another creature. Pump spell. The mouse. Emberheart Challenger. Okay. Scary. We're going to take a big hit here. Ooh. What else you got, opponents? Lightning Strike. Okay. Wait, does that mean we're dead already? Down to 1. Ugh. Not good. Day of Judgment. Blows up the whole board. Okay. So, board is clear. As long as they don't have a burn spell. Oh, they go. Okay. Okay. We have a shot here. Possibly. Authority of the Consuls. Biza. Gain our life back. Whew. Wow, that was way too close. I mean, I should know. I play a lot of burn and aggro decks, so anything that gets us life back should slow them down completely. Okay, we'll take that life gain. Thank you, opponents. I do appreciate that. Okay, so... Alright, so they are out of action completely now, so this is good. And we were able to get back a ton of life. So now any creature they have, we should be able to slow them down, no problem. Okay, we just need a token or two. Anything that can make us tokens will help us out here. Anything. Opponents. Okay, so Beeza's just going to have to be on the backswing for as long as possible. We're close. Okay, Elspeth Smite is not quite what I wanted to see, but I'll take it. We literally just need to make tokens. That's all we just need to do. Turn up to level 2 there for a second there. No attacks. Okay, 3 damage. So even if they have... Okay, so they have nothing. That's good. This is good. Come on, opponents. Oh, there you go. There you go. Pump it up. Sure, opponent. Go ahead. Pump it up. Okay. There we go. Okay, I think this should be lights out for our opponent here. Get our tokens. Redraw back into this fight. Nice. And then... Actually, we'll keep that open for a bit. Okay. Anything else, opponents? Because I think now we've managed to survive. We barely managed to survive. All right. Our sideboard came through for us. Okay, opponents. I mean, sure. Pump it up however you want. It don't matter. We got this one. It's over. It's so over. I should feel bad, but I don't, because so many times I've been beaten down by decks like this. And now it's my turn to get my revenge. Okay, so with that, retake Caretaker's talents. There's no way our opponent's going to survive this. All the card draw in the world now. All the card draw. All right, we'll take the Fountain Port. And then, wait. I guess this one will go to level 3. There we go. And then I guess now we can swing here freely. Okay. Down to 19. We still can get on the backswing if they swing, and it doesn't matter because we have gotten that victory, everybody. All right. Very nice there. Yeah. I was so happy how that one ended. Man, literally down to the wire. Okay, that's got to be the highlight for today, everybody. I'm going to highlight that one for later on. But okay, yeah. I think we probably can end it right there, everybody. I know it's a little bit shorter than what I expected, but I honestly wanted to end on a good note there. So with that, let's take the time right now to look over the deck, and I'll do a little bit of brief explanation, my overall thoughts and everything on it. So with that, let's now go back over this. So we'll start with the first one, the original one. So Elspeth Army. Overall, how do we feel about that? Did we like it? Hate it? Would you play this deck in any way, shape, or form? Let me know. As far as I feel, I was really satisfied with it, even on a budget level. It works pretty well on a budget. Yes, it does feel a little bit on the slow side because all of our spot removal has to be slow because we can't afford the higher end stuff, but it does work really well. It actually can get you some wins and definitely can hold its own, even against some of the more powerful decks in the format. I actually really liked it. Oh, Sneaky Toilet. Glad I was here for the last 2 matches. GG. Yeah, glad you were joining us there for a second there. You saw how amazing that was. Man, mono red aggro, not going to lie, is a menace, even though I also happen to be somewhat of an aggro player. But I was really surprised at the fact that we came back from literally 1 life on that last game and rallied back to get the victory. Oh, man, I'm sure they were salty about that one. Oh, man. That was good, though. But yes, I was really happy that even on a budget, this is a solid deck. I would definitely recommend this. If you like mono white, if you like control decks, I would definitely say give this deck a try. This version here for, what is it now? So if you look, 4 rares right there. And then 4 more here. So that's 8 rares, 9, and 10, 11, 12. So that's 12 rares in Arena. And then, I'm sorry, 8 rares, 4 mythics, pretty good budget. And it does get you wins, so I would definitely say that. But if you're willing to spend enough here and get the upgraded version, oh man, this is just insanely good here. All the upgraded stuff comes with the faster spot removal, which really does help out your game plan here. I would definitely recommend, if you can afford it, this version is pretty solid across the board. Definitely if you can. And I'm going to say this one more time. Upgrade it if you're able to, if you like this deck, because they're going to have a lot more consistency, a lot more faster spot removal with cards like Get Lost here, which will really make your game plan feel a lot more consistent. Caretaker's Talent and Enduring Innocence together, just a wombo combo of card draw, an insane amount of value what it provides. Okay, that's pretty much it, everybody. I mean, I don't know what else to say except, yeah, I was really happy with how today's deck turned out, so I'm really satisfied with that one. So, before we, of course, end it for the end of the night, as always, so all of you who have stuck around this far into the stream, thanks again for hanging in there, everybody. All of you are my true fiery friends, and because of that, we'll do a quick little overview as to what's to come later this week. So, as far as our next deck tech, Mardu Mobilize is almost done. I just need to spend tonight basically finishing up the edits, and that should be good to go Wednesday morning. I'll do another booster pack opening for Tuesday morning, so tomorrow morning we'll have another one ready to go. And as far as what is to come on Friday, that'll be our next stream is what I'm planning for. We're going to have Hoof. There it is. So the Crater Hoof Behemoth is now viable and legal in the Pioneer/Explorer format. So we're going to look once again at Crater Hoof here and see how cheap we can get down the deck price to see if we can just kind of overwhelm our opponent with some big Crater Hoofs. As far as anything beyond that, next week we're also going to be looking at Dragons with Sarkon. So I still need to work on that one a little bit longer, so that one still needs to cook just a bit more, but that is coming. And then beyond that, next week, our next deck tech, which also I'm going to start recording as soon as I have some free time, Sultai Dredge is going to be also something we're going to look at one more time. We haven't played Dredge in a while. It's not full Dredge, if you will, but it is pretty solid overall as a deck. So I definitely am looking forward to building this one and finishing up the recordings for that. Beyond that, I'm still in the early process of figuring out our best budget options for Jeskai. And of course, the final one, Teamer. I just need a little bit more on the rares and mythics because, man, this set has been draining me of all the mythics. I literally only have one left, but I really need like 3 right now just to finish up one of our other decks. But those are all coming down the pipeline for the next couple weeks. Anything beyond that, don't worry, I'll be kind of putting out there, of course, on my Patreon, some extra bonus footage, maybe some test stuff that might become future decks down the line, but you'll have to wait and see for that. Otherwise, that's pretty much end for the stream, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody who joined us today. So again, Stickman Jake, appreciate you joining in for us today. MTG Hillbilly, it was great for you to hear out everything you were mentioning. I'm going to look into that mill deck. Maybe you want to do that one on stream. And yes, I will give a shout out, of course, to the person that you did it for. So White Rabbit was the one you mentioned earlier. So shout out to him, and I'll write that one down to make sure I don't forget. Also, thanks again for joining us for those new followers again we got today. So Rio, apologize if I said that wrong. Thanks again for the follow. Hillbilly, of course, adding us now over on the Twitch side, of course. Appreciate that. Fabian Mayo, thank you all so as well. JC, thanks again for popping in for a little bit there. Sneaky Toilet, also great for you to see those final 2 matches. I appreciate all of you, everybody. But that's pretty much it for today, everybody. One more time, if you do want to see the deck list for these, so that way you just pop it into Arena, I will leave those in the comments as soon as we're done here. But otherwise, have a wonderful evening wherever you're at. And again, we'll have a chance to do this again very soon. But as always, I like to remind everyone, just remember that no matter what you do play in the game of life, always be sure to burn bright. We'll see you again on Friday. Later.